let alone offer him food. The gesture was small, but in that moment, it felt like the world had shifted. He took the sandwich with trembling hands, overwhelmed by the unexpected kindness. "Thank you," he said, his voice breaking slightly. "You don't know what this means to me." Sarah smiled again, standing up. She hesitated for a moment, looking down at him with a mixture of concern and compassion. "I wish I could do more," she said softly. "But I hope this helps just a little." Before she turned to leave, she did something that caught Thomas completely off guard. She reached into her wallet and pulled out a business card, handing it to him. "This is my phone number," she said. "If you ever need to talk to someone or need help finding shelter or work, don't hesitate to reach out. You don't have to go through this alone." And with that, Sarah walked away, her heels clicking again on the pavement as she disappeared into the crowd, a life-changing gesture. Thomas sat there, staring at the sandwich in his hands and the card in his lap. He hadn't expected much, certainly not something as simple as a kind conversation or an offer of help. It wasn't a grand gesture. It wasn't life-changing in the conventional sense, but for Thomas, it was the spark that reignited his hope. He had forgotten that people still cared. That simple act of kindness, a sandwich and a phone number, gave him something he hadn't had in years: dignity. Over the next few days, Thomas couldn't stop thinking about Sarah's words. He hadn't even known her name, but her kindness had planted a seed in him. Maybe it wasn't too late. Maybe he didn't have to stay stuck in the cycle of homelessness. For the first time in a long time, Thomas reached out. He called Sarah's number, unsure of what to expect. She answered almost immediately. "Hello?" Her voice was warm, the same as it had been on the street. "Hi, this is Thomas, the guy from the corner. You gave me the sandwich." His voice wavered a little. I just wanted to say thank you. I never expected something like that, and I don't know what to do. I've been out here for so long." Sarah's voice was steady. "Thomas, I'm glad you called. First things first, you're not alone in this. There are resources I can help you connect with. There's a shelter nearby, and I know of a job fair coming up next week." Thomas was stunned. He had never imagined that someone would help him take those first steps towards something better. With Sarah's help, he was able to get connected with a local shelter, where he was offered temporary housing. He also began attending job readiness programs and taking small steps toward rebuilding his life. It wasn't easy, and it didn't happen overnight, but it was progress. A full circle moment. A year later, Thomas stood outside the same luxury department store where Sarah had first stopped. But now, instead of holding a cardboard sign, he was dressed in a clean jacket, his hair trimmed neatly. He had a part-time job at a local cafe, a roof over his head, and, most importantly, a sense of self-worth that he hadn't felt in years. As he walked down the street, he saw Sarah again, this time rushing past on her way to work. He stopped her. "Sarah," he called. She turned, a look of recognition spreading across her face. "Thomas?" she asked, a smile blossoming. "I just wanted to thank you. You changed my life," he said, his voice steady now. "You gave me something I didn't have before, a second chance." Sarah's eyes softened. "I'm just glad you took the chance. You did the hard work. I just gave you a little nudge." Thomas smiled, his heart full. That nudge was everything. To see more stories of transformation, kindness, and second chances, subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for the next inspiring journey.